Hello everyone, welcome back to another Top Picks and Top Skips. This week has been a very interesting week. I have gotten a few tags on certain things and there has been some releases, some sneak peeks, some items that I definitely want to talk to you guys about. So obviously these are all the new releases that happened this week. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I am trying to pull all the energy that I possibly can after packing most of my stuff out. If you haven't seen my tutorial session of Tuesday's video, you're missing out on a lot of information because there's a lot going on in my personal life. But I have made it here another Friday and that's all that counts. So we're going to get into the new makeup releases. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you do like it, and let's get on with the makeup. So let's start out with the one palette release that everyone has basically tagged me on to hear my opinions on it. So first, this is the Lunar Beauty palette. This is a Manny MUA, his makeup line that has come out. He came out with an eyeshadow palette, and obviously you're seeing it on the screen as we speak. This palette looks like it has 6 matte shades, 2 shimmery shades, and 6 colorful shades on the one side. It has a mirror, a dual-sided ended brush, and it will retail for $45. This is the Life's a Drag palette. Now, if I'm looking at the packaging of this, this reminds me of very much of the Kat Von D eyeshadow palette that she came out with, the Drag Queen palette, I believe. It was like the blues and the greens, and it had a black and a white and a few neutral shades in there. Very cool tone palette. But the packaging reminds me very much of this. The aesthetic of it reminds me very much of this. Now, the eyeshadow palette, looking at it, I am very happy to see that the very first eyeshadow palette from a YouTuber, from somebody who is not a person or a brand that is catering to a bunch of people. And what I mean by that, like MAC, where MAC is made for makeup artists, or Makeup Forever is mainly made for makeup artists. It started out that way before it came to mainstream. So with him, I'm happy that his very first eyeshadow palette, or first palette in general, is not all neutrals. Thank you. It is not all neutrals, because that's all that we have ever seen lately, and I'm really getting bored of that because I just packed all my eyeshadow palettes to shift over out of this house. They're already out of this house. And I have so many neutral eyeshadow palettes, it's ridiculous, so I don't need another one. So I'm happy that he included 6 bright eyeshadow palettes, and they're beautiful. I love that yellow, that pink is awesome, that turquoisey, the blue, all of these are beautiful. I just wish, I know, but I just wish that the neutral side wasn't so neutral. Like, give me a soft mauve shade in there to go with those purples and yellow. Give me, I don't know, like a nice lavender shade to go with the other ones. That's the one gripe I have about this. If you break off those 6 shadows, I already have that neutral palette. And then those 6 shadows aren't really, like, they don't go together. There's not another purple for me to match with the purple. There's not another like a dark fuchsia shade to go with that pink. There's not a soft, you know, duochrome pinky shade to go with the red. You know what I mean? Like, I just wish that if you're going to do pops of color, why? Just either do all something palette and then a colorful palette that has some sort of story to it. It is beautiful. If you're looking for a neutral palette but with those pops of shade, this is something for you. If you're a fan of Manny MUA, this is a palette for you. If you're tired of seeing the blues, the pops of blue only, the pops of purple only, this might be something for you, because finally somebody included a yellow and a hot pink and a turquoise shade. So I'm not hating it 100%. Am I picking it up? I don't think I will, but it's actually not a bad price. Truthfully, it's not a bad price, because at this point I'm probably only going to reach for those 6 shades, and I already have those 6 shades, the colorful shades. The other side, I don't care for. I don't care for, because I have a million of those already. But I think it would be nice if you're interested. The other one that I want to mention is Alamar Cosmetics. It's coming out with Volume 2. The new Reina del Caribe Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. Obviously, she just came out with about 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. And we have a sneak peek of Volume 2 of it. It's a black and white obviously picture, so we don't know, but I can tell that there may be a black in there. Looks like there may be a black, a dark shade, and then 3 shimmers and another 2 mattes. So obviously we'll stay tuned for that, but that looks interesting. I'm curious to see. All right, you guys, so happy about this. There's 2 news about this. Storybook Cosmetics. Storybook Cosmetics, it is an indie brand. They are now being sold at Ulta, and you guys, I have been waiting patiently for their palettes to be restocked. I think I've waited now for a good 2 to 3 months where the email has notified me when they come back in stock, and I just checked this morning and they're still out of stock. So I've been trying to get this brand for months now to really test them out, to use them. And there's news that they're coming out with another eyeshadow palette. This is called the Starry Night eyeshadow palette, and it is beautiful. This is what I mean about a colorful eyeshadow palette, where you get those blues. You get that nice bone color, then you get a light periwinkle blue, then that dark rich blue, you're getting that turquoisey blue, then you're getting, and all these are matte, and that's hard to do. Then you're getting that shiny blue, then you're going into greens, where you're getting 3 shades of green where you can do a nice look with, that brownish color at the end. This is a palette I am absolutely interested in. It is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for this. The actual palette, I don't know when it's coming, but it is coming soon. But I am absolutely interested in that brand. I have been trying to get that brand using my Ulta points, but it hasn't come back in stock. And while I'm on the subject of Storybook Cosmetics, they came out with a Mean Girls palette, and that's the one I've been waiting for. That one, the wizardy one, and then there's a third one. I can't remember what the third one is, but I want them all because I want to at least try one of them first, and then I'm pretty sure I'm going to get all of them. I'm just telling you. So anyway, so keeping on with them, they are coming out, it looks like, with Mean Girls Round 2. So they already have a Mean Girls palette. They're coming out with Mean Girls Round 2. I don't know when, I don't know what it's going to look like, but if I'm very interested in the first one, I'm crossing my fingers that the second one's good. I love this brand. I love the color, the packaging. It's so pretty. It's very different and unique, so I'm very interested in that, and I am almost guaranteed that you guys are going to see that on my channel sometime in the near future, whenever they restock or when these come out. But yes, I'm interested in those. The next release that I do have is Makeup Revolution news. Makeup Revolution is launching magnetic eyeshadows next week. So it may be either it already happened this week or it's happening next week as we speak. I don't know when was this posted? Let's see. This was posted 3 days ago. So yeah, next week. It'll happen next week. And the colors are very pretty. I see some yellows, some greens, some purples, coppers, dark blues, some grays. So I don't know if this is going to be, oh yeah, see, it's going to be available at Super Drug Loves and Shop Revolution Beauty. So it looks like it's going to be overseas, and then I mean us in the US, may eventually see it somewhere. But these remind me very much of the MAC ones that came out. So if they're any good, this is something, if you're overseas, you might be interested in. This is something that I wanted to point out this week because this is what I'm talking about when things are so repetitive in the makeup world. Because when I saw this, I swore this was already palettes that they already had in their collection, in their line, and they were just re-promoting them. This is the Morphe, what are these? The 15, what are these called? I forget what they're called. I'll put them up on the screen, like 15A, 15B, something of that nature. I swore these were already in their makeup line. When I looked at these eyeshadow palettes, I'm like, oh, they're just re-promoting these, you know, showing you again. Nope, these are new eyeshadow palettes, and I completely overlooked it last week in my top skips and picks because I thought that they were already ones that had come out. No, these are releases that came out. They launched 2 eyeshadow palettes and 2 brush sets. Yeah, that's how you know the brand needs to do something else to get attention. Because if I overlooked it, how many of you guys overlooked that as well, thinking that it is already eyeshadow palettes they already had? No, I'm not getting them. No, I'm not interested. All right, I believe this is an indie brand, and I wanted to, yes, this is an indie brand. I wanted to share this with you guys because this eyeshadow palette is Oh, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. I want this one. I don't even know. I'm hoping that these are UK brand. Is it a UK brand? Okay, so this is a UK brand, but this palette is stunning. I want it. I want it. I want it. This is the Iris palette. It has 15 eyeshadows and 3 glitter shadows. Look how beautiful this is. This is a colorful palette, but it still isn't neutral. It's not fully blown neutral. I think this is so beautiful. I love it. Just the whole entire vibe of it reminds me of summer, reminds me of bright shades, but it's not a rainbow palette. I can see myself doing quite a few looks with these and it would look so pretty. I love this palette. I'm very interested in it. I don't know how much it is. I'm scared because I haven't even got my overseas one, the very first one that I've gotten, so I don't know. We'll see. Next up is Covergirl. Covergirl is coming out with more True Naked eyeshadow palettes. And why? They're scented. So they're either scented in chocolate or chocolate. Chocoholic. Oh my gosh, can I even read? Chocoholic and Peach Punch. So they're 2 new shades and they smell like obviously chocolate and a peach palette, because that's all apparently that we love to eat and smell on eyeshadow palettes. They're different from their original palettes. I liked their original palettes. I thought their formula was really good, very soft. They did fade on me as any other drugstore brand eyeshadows fade on me throughout the day. They could get muddy if you don't place them correctly. I have since decluttered mine because I had to get rid of things, you know, since we're moving. But I still like them. Would I get these? Probably not, because I already have these in my collection, like these shades. And I'm probably not going to reach for these, but they look pretty. If you're bored of the same neutral browns, poo-poo brown colors, at least these will give you a little bit of variation. You get those peachy colors, you get the plummies, you get the green, the look shimmery mauve shade, the dark plum. So maybe if you weren't interested in the last 4 that they came out with, this might be something for you. I'm skipping out on them because I already know how the formula is, and I'm not probably going to use them as often. I just got to be honest with myself. All right, so Huda Beauty has a sneak peek. I guess she needs to, you know, redeem herself from the debacle of her remastered palette that she recently did. This will be interesting to see what it is. Somebody actually just posted on here that they're joking that it could be the remastered Desert Dusk palette. Could be, who knows? She's not really giving too much detail. She's just saying something is coming next week, so that may be next week. So I may be talking about this next Friday, who knows? The next thing I want to share with you guys is Jacyln Hill is working finally on her makeup line and sharing some sneak peeks with us. Obviously this is in black and white. To me these look like eyeshadow palettes. As much as people may or may not like her, I've always stated that, you know, if you like the brand, you know, who's stopping you from buying it? It's your own morals, it's your own beliefs, it's your own money. So if you like something and you don't mind what the person stands for or whatever, you just want the brand for the brand, do it. And for Jacyln Hill, I've always liked her. I'm not saying that I am a fan of her or that she's the end-all be-all, but I've always liked her, I've respected her, and I've always liked her taste in makeup. And I do like her eyeshadow palette that she came out with, Morphe. It's not one of my favorites, but I do like it. I do reach for it. I do enjoy it, so I'm interested to see her brand. I really am. Out of all the YouTubers, I think she's one of my top ones that I do, because she does take the quality and the time to release things that are nice, at least in my opinion. You may think otherwise, but that's my opinion. So here's the illegal, you know, filter here. It looks like eyeshadows. I can see some shimmeries. I'm hoping it's not as similar as her Morphe release. I'm hoping it's something fun and unique and her, and I'm hoping now with her whole new life that maybe it might be more pops of color or something in it. So I'll keep an eye on it. Obviously you guys will hear about it here because I'm definitely going to talk about it, and I may or may not pick it up because I have picked up almost all of her releases that she's ever come out with, I think, because I really do like the quality of what she picks out. So anyway, next up is L'Oreal. L'Oreal is coming out with Les Chocolates Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks. with chocolate scent. What did I tell you guys? All we know is chocolate and peach. That's all we know. They're coming soon to all stores. These are liquid lipsticks and they look promising. I gotta tell you, L'Oreal lipsticks, I'm not a fan of the scent. But the L'Oreal liquid lip products, as long as they don't have that rose scent, I've always enjoyed them. I've really liked them. These look beautiful. The shades look really nice. They look wearable. I think that they're gonna attract a lot of people because these are wearable shades. If the formula is good, I'm excited for it. I see that the doe foot is that teardrop, that triangle, which is always great because I like that for your Cupid's bow and things. You guys know I'm not buying any lip products, but I might get one of these depending on it. I might, just to try it out because it is drugstore and I do like drugstore lip products. So L'Oreal, you've caught my attention. We'll see if I go ahead and get one. All right, next up is another indie brand. This is Chaos Makeup, and I have been watching these guys for a while as well. I have been saving my money up for certain indie brands because they are coming out with some sneak peeks of things that I'm interested in. This is one of them. This is a color changing product. We don't know if it's a pigment, we don't know if it's an eyeshadow, but it looks amazing, you guys, amazing. So Chaos Makeup, you have caught my attention and I will be there for whatever the heck that thing is. The next MAC collection that we have is yet another round 3 of the Patrick Starr. And here we go again. This is the Diva Fiva Summer 2018 collection, which includes a bundle. Why? Looks like another bundle set. I want these individual. I gotta tell you that the second round, I love the eyeshadows, but I was not gonna pay for everything else just for the eyeshadow, so I skipped out on it. And here we go again with bundles. It's got a highlighter, a bronzer, an eyeshadow palette, and 2 glosses. So the packaging is very attractive. I love the packaging. It looks very pretty, very summery. This is what I mean when I meant that the MAC Noir set didn't look summery. Not so much the products, but the packaging. This screams summer to me. The eyeshadow palettes looks like the same old things we've seen over and over again. They actually look like makeup-y eyeshadows, to be honest with you. So I probably won't want the eyeshadow palette. The bronzer, I'm almost certain I already own because I own 2 MAC bronzers. No, I think I own more than MAC bronzers. And the highlighter though, the highlighter looks pretty, but it may be the same old highlighter that I already have from MAC. Even though it looks very pretty, it's your typical champagne gold type of shade. It's that Gelée formula, which I do enjoy, but I want to see comparisons with other MAC highlighters before I commit to that, because that may be, if that highlighter is not in this bundle, I may be interested in that. While we're on the subject of MAC, MAC is coming out to Sephora Canada, my Canadians, you guys. Sephora will be carrying MAC for you guys. So if you like MAC, it should be here in the fall of 2018. So stay tuned for that. Now you can buy MAC at Sephora. That's awesome because we in the States can buy MAC in Ulta. So you guys can now officially in the fall buy MAC at Sephora. So that's it, guys, for my top picks and skips. This week, I gotta tell you, was fun. I really enjoyed this week because there's a lot of things I'm interested in. I'm interested in that eyeshadow palette by GlittzandGlam, the Iris palette. I am interested in the Chaos Makeup shadow. I may or may not get a L'Oreal lipstick, Jacyln Hill's sneak peek, Alamar's sneak peek as well. We have those the Storybook, which I really want that blue one that looks so pretty, and then the second part to Mean Girl. So I think this was a fun week. So I hope you guys enjoyed it this week. I had a lot of fun with this one. This was a lot more fun, more bright, more shiny, more colorful. So let me know in the comment section what you guys are interested in picking up. If there are some that I'm interested in that you're not, or vice versa, let me know. I'd love to hear what your opinion, what your side is. Some of you guys have maybe veered me to wanting something that I technically didn't want when I stated it. So I do like that because, you know, we can talk back and forth on this. I will list all the products down in the description box, and if there are not available, I'll let you know when they will be available if I have any other information to share with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. As you guys know, I will be packing and continue to pack. Today, I think as of today, I only got about 2 weeks left in this house. So Pray for me that I will be able and willing to be able to continue to do this video, because I may be exhausted sometimes, but we'll see. Right now I'm having fun and it's kind of bittersweet, but we're moving on to the next chapter together. Have a great weekend. I will catch you guys in my next video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye guys.